Welcome to Wholistic Hearts, a place to dive deeper into living holistically, a place where my mom shares thoughts on living fully, creating intentionally, and empowering others to come along with her in this journey.
Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new series on Wholistic Hearts. I am Kristin Chadwick. I am your host. I am your cheerleader. I am your encourager. I am with you, right alongside with you in the midst of summer and all that summer brings of loosey-goosey schedules and kids on screens and kids with broken bones. Oh, wait, that's just our family. If you haven't heard, we have 2 kiddos now that are on the injury list at the moment. And it has been an interesting summer. Lots of swimming that's not happening that we were anticipating, but that's okay. But I say all that because I'm with you. I'm right there with you. I have not attained anything. I have not arrived. I am literally coaching myself. I am being coached. I am constantly learning, constantly understanding how to walk wholeheartedly in wellness. And one of the things that the Lord has put on my heart is this word rejuvenescence. And it is a beautiful word that He's given me in this ending of season of summer, of just a rebirth, a revitalization, a restoration, all the words. And I invite you to come along and join me for just, number one, there's an offering for a challenge. If you don't know, in my Facebook group, I'll link below. It's called Mind, Body, Spirit, Holistic Faith for Moms. We have started a challenge where for 30 minutes every day from July 12th, which was on Monday, through August 27th, we are going to move our bodies for 30 minutes. And I challenge you to come and join me in that group. Post what you did that day. It could be dancing. It could be walking your dog. It could be playing with your kids for 30 minutes. It could be weights. It could be CrossFit. It could be Beachbody. It could be Revelation Wellness. All of these things. I invite you to come along and really pursue wellness in these last 6 weeks or so of summer. And we have lots more in store for you coming up in the fall. So I really just, as a friend, I say, you want to join me? I need it. So I want you to come along with me too. So I also want to say too, if you need one-on-one coaching, that is what I'm here for. If you are really struggling, if you feel stuck, if you feel overwhelmed by a goal, maybe it's a fitness goal or a wellness goal, or even just simply, I need to figure out how to take my relationship with Jesus deeper, I am here for you, girl. I offer one-on-one coaching, and there's nothing that gives me bigger joy than to get off a coaching client call where I see all of these connections happening in their own heart, and they are figuring out that they have a voice and that they can listen to their own guidance of Jesus in them and Him guiding, whether it's fitness, spiritual, relationships. It's just the coolest gift to be a part of. So if you have any interest in that, I would love to partner with you with that. I offer a free consultation call, so you can come and sign up for that free call. And I'd love to talk to you about your goals and how we can get there. We only have 5 months left of 2021. You guys, what? We are more than halfway done of 2021. So wild to me. And as you know, I'm all about intentional living, and we only have one life to live, you guys. And this is all about kingdom impact. All right. So today, as we are switching into a new series of pursuing wellness, I really wanted to talk about how we can take an honest look at how we are feeling physically in our bodies. You guys, you can do this. You have to take off that non-judgmental hat and just take a look at your overall wellness. And I want you to ask some of these questions. Do you feel energized? Do you choose foods from all different food colors and food groups? Do you have energy to play with your kids? Can you pick up your kids without hurting yourself? Do you feel graceful in your movements? Do you feel flexible or strong? Do you sleep well? Can you move your body easily for 30 minutes? Do you spend time outdoors? Are you able to concentrate when you need to do a single task? Are you able to sit still for longer than 10 seconds? Are you able to fight off colds and other sicknesses pretty easily? Do you take pain medicine on a regular basis? Even this is part of wellness. And remember, don't put on that judgmental self. This is just observing where you're at in your wellness. Are you able to communicate to your husband, your spouse, well? Like, I need some alone time. I need to go move my body. I need you to take the kids for the night. Can you do that? Are you feeling anxious? Does your stomach ache? Are you fearful? Do you check out multiple times a day? Are you able to dream and envision in the future? Do you feel connected in your mind, body, and spirit? So as you think about those questions, I want you to be really kind to yourself because you're just observing. There's no judgment. We just need to notice where we are at. Your body and your energy are like little messengers to you. And I've talked about this before with Sherry Snyder. We've talked a lot about our bodies being little messengers. And what we are going to talk about is how do we recognize and consciously incorporate our spirit with our bodies? Because that is a great question. So first things first, we have to ask Jesus how he feels about our bodies. I want you to take 5 minutes right now. Just pause the podcast, pretend like you're still listening. And I want you to be still and listen, and then I want you to write or voice memo what you hear in your spirit, how Jesus feels about your body. We get so much feedback from the world via Instagram pictures, checkout line magazines, TV shows, movies of feedback on how we feel about our bodies. And unless you've got a brain of steel, that stuff going to affect you. It is. So I want you to pause and I want you to hear from Jesus, your creator who made you. And I want you to hear what he has to say about your body. Okay. Now that you've done that, I want you to remember that our identity is never based on our bodies or what they look like. But we are called to bring life, energy, lightness, vibrancy, abundant life into our body. Jesus said that our bodies are a temple, right? In his word in 1 Corinthians 6:19, it's actually Paul who says it, but Jesus is the word. So Paul says, have you forgotten that your body is now the sacred temple of the Spirit of holiness who lives in you? You don't belong to yourself any longer, for the gift of God, the Holy Spirit, lives inside your sanctuary. The Holy Spirit lives within you. Again, in verse 20, he says, you were God's expensive purchase, paid for the tears of blood. So by all means then, Use your body. Okay, here I'm going to throw a couple more verses to you. 1 Timothy 4:8. For athletic training only benefits you for a short season, but righteousness brings lasting benefit in everything. For righteousness contains the promise of life for time and eternity. And I love that one because it doesn't annihilate athlete training. It actually says it points to the real goal of righteousness. When we are moving our bodies, we are allowing more abundant life to flow through us. We have energy to move throughout our day to do what God has given us to do. Okay, last verse. I love this one. Psalm 104:15. You provide sweet wine to gladden our hearts. You give us daily bread to sustain life, giving us glowing health for our bodies. And I love that because it really speaks to the sweetness of the Father enjoying how we get to live in our bodies. And He provides that daily bread. He provides glowing health for our bodies. And the joy of having Holy Spirit living inside of us is we get to ask Holy Spirit, who is the great teacher. He is the counselor. He knows you better than anybody else. We can ask Him, what does my body need? What does wellness look in my body? Whether you are struggling with sickness or chronic disease, or you are pregnant, or you are a new mommy and you are in the seasons of nursing all night and you're exhausted. What does that mean to pursue wellness in your body in that season? Yes, those are the questions that we need to sit with Jesus, with Holy Spirit, and say, what do you think? Because you sustain life. You give us glowing health for our bodies. And sister, I just want to tell you that I'm right there with you. I've been on a long road. Yes, I've always loved fitness. I've loved working out. Even as a little girl, I've loved movement. I've loved exploring. I've loved playing, being active. And in the midst of really struggling with autoimmune stuff, I've had to learn to slow down. And now I feel the Holy Spirit saying, it's time to rejuvenate. It's time for that rejuvenescence. If you lean into me, you have to lean into me. And that's what I feel like He's saying for all of the women that are participating right now in my group, whoever's listening, that you have to lean into your Creator. This is a sweet, gentle nudge to say, yes, you are worth it. Remember, you are God's expensive purchase, paid for with tears of blood. That's 1 Corinthians 6:20 again. You are worth it. You are worth the movement, the health, the wellness, all of it. So, as we kick off this series, I'm really excited to explore more of our physical bodies. And you guys, it's always going to be intertwined with mind and spirit. You cannot get away from your mind and spirit, even when you're working out. It's all intertwined. If you're working out, you probably have certain thoughts going through your mind. And that is no coincidence. God wove us together so intricately, and it's all played out into a whole package. It is the whole heart, right? That is why it's called Wholistic Hearts, is that he's showing us that it's all intertwined and interrelated. So I'm really excited about this upcoming season of series of pursuing wellness. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to send them in. You can find me on social media, Kristin Fields Chadwick. on Instagram or on Facebook, or like I said, in our Facebook group. I'd love to hear from you. Before we go, I want to just show you and put a little bug in your ear that starting this fall, I'm so excited for this because it's one of the number one things my clients come to the table with, and something that I am continuing to grow in myself, is we are going to be starting a boundaries course. This is going to be led by my own mom, Beverly Merriam. She is a licensed family therapist, and she specializes in boundaries coaching. And she has run boundaries groups for years and years, and she is phenomenal. Anytime I have a boundaries question, I call her right away, and I'll say, how do I do this? And she is an incredible therapist, and she will be blessing us as a coach online, and there will be limited spots, you guys. So just put a bug in your ear that starting in September, we will be doing, I believe it's a 13-week boundaries course where we'll be going through Dr. Townsend and Dr. Henry Cloud's book, Boundaries, and she will be doing once or twice a week coaching specifically for our group once a week. So it is going to be stellar. If you want to learn more about boundaries for yourself, oh yes, sign up. I will be posting a sign up form soon, and we'll keep you posted on that end, but I just wanted to put a bug in your ear because all of this, the Pursuing Wellness, is basically all about boundaries. So it's all interrelated. All right, guys, I love you guys, and I can't wait to continue to talk about pursuing wellness and share some new revelations that I feel like the Lord's giving me in my time with Him too. So keep your ears peeled.
Thanks for listening to Wholistic Hearts. As always, leave a review and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. And if you'd like to find out more about my mom and all the things she is writing about, go to www.kristinfieldschadwick.com.